Today we are looking at similar triangles. Similar triangles are two triangles that have the same angle measurements but proportional sides. So there's been a dilation where one shape is either just enlarged or reduced to get the second shape. In this case today we are looking at just triangles. We have two triangles here. From left to right we have an enlargement because here we start with a smaller triangle and go to the bigger triangle. We'll notice that all three angles in our small triangle are the same as the three angles in our large triangle. Okay, to calculate the value for our missing side, we are going to have to set up a proportion. So to set up this proportion, we start with the side we are trying to find, in this case our x, and we need to find that matching or corresponding side in the smaller triangle. In this case that would be 10. And those two numbers will create our first fraction. So we'll start with x over 10. And we put it equals. And to figure out the second fraction, we're going to look back to our shapes, and we need to pick the two numbers that correspond to the sides, and we use those to create what we call our scale factor. In this case, we will use the 13 from our large triangle, and the 4 corresponds to that side on our smaller triangle. So these two numbers we will use to create this second fraction. Since the x from this large triangle is on top of our first fraction, the 13, which is also on our large triangle, must also go to the top on our fraction. And since 10 is on the bottom of our fraction for this fraction here, it will need to use then the 4 for the bottom of this fraction. Right, now once we have our proportion set up, we're going to be solving this just like we solved this proportion yesterday. So we will take and do our cross multiplying. So we will take and do our 4 times x, which equals 4x. And we're going to say that that equals, we do the other half of our cross here, 13 times 10 gives us 130. Now we have that one-step equation again. So to solve this one-step equation, I will divide both sides by 4. So then we get x equals, and we can leave this as 130 divided by 4. We can simplify the fraction, or we can just take in our calculator and do 130 divided by 4, which gives us 32.5. So that means that this side length on my original triangle is 32.5. Alright, so now on your lesson sheet you will find another worked out example, and then you have several practice problems that you can work through on your own.